So welcome to our first segment. The topic for this segment is, what is instructional design and what do instructional designers do? We will have a conversation for 3 minutes. So let's get started. Instructional design is a systematic process that individuals follow to design instruction or to design learning environments. Individuals often refer to ADDIE as an instructional design model. ADDIE stands for Analysis, Design, Development, Implementation, and Evaluation. These activities describe the essence of instructional design and help us think about design of learning or design of instruction. ADDIE is a framework to think about. It is not a model, although many people mistake it for a model. Still, this doesn't answer the question that we pose for this segment. What is instructional design and what do instructional designers do? So I'll get us started with the first question. What do instructional designers do? I think that designers do a combination of things. We certainly look at the design of learning materials, which of course involves organization of learning objectives, learning activities and assessments. But I also think we manage a project management portfolio as well. So I'd like to bring you into the conversation if anyone would like to interject right now. Take the floor.
Well, certainly there's also a consultant role that instructional designers take on projects to design a new course or to do a major overhaul of an existing course. But also frequently instructional designers work as a sounding board, as a source of advice, someone to help in figuring out a particularly difficult problem around an assignment or an activity. And so a lot of instructional design work is also consultant in nature.
That's right.
I to answer the question, I would say almost everything but the kitchen sink.
Everything needed, right? Yeah.
That it depends on the context. You can be hired as an instructional designer and sit in a room and talk to people and clients on the phone and through email and never and build the whole thing course without that give and take and interaction with an instructor and hand it over. Mm-hmm. There are places that do that. Other places it's a continual consultancy through not only just the design of the course, but even through delivery at times.
One of the best parts about my job is developing relationships with the faculty members and actually working through the ADDIE process from the planning and analysis right through the design and development. So,
I think being a hub or a focus ideally for best practice is good as well, because working with a number of instructors, you can pick up ideas. You perhaps know where something has worked or not worked in the past, and can bring that experience to a new course design where that instructor may not be aware of that. So I think that's good. And I think also a sort of a challenging set of eyes. The instructor may have a very clear sense of what they mean by something, but if you as a sort of slightly dispassionate observer who's not a subject specialist, if you can't understand what's meant, then you can challenge that until the exposition is clear enough that it should pass muster for students on the course.
And I think course design and development is definitely a team effort. And I feel very much that it's a coordination type of role. You're trying to make sure that you get everyone's input so that you end up the best possible course in the end.
Yes.
I think that all of us in this room are instructors as well, so I think that one of the fascinating things is actually being able to bring that level of expertise to the process.
Yeah, I was wondering what you think about our instructors, our faculty, teachers, instructional designers.
Well, I think anybody who teaches makes decisions about how they're going to teach and how they're going to design learning for their students. They may not be thinking of themselves in that role. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I've worked with instructors who didn't feel they had a lot of skills, and we would talk about what they've done so far in the classroom, and you say, well, you do have instructional design experience. You just need to maybe think about your processes and think about what your intentions are. And it's that portion that is instructional design, and it's what you need to bring to bear now that we're designing a new course or making a major revision of an existing course.
Yes, I think that everything that has been shared demonstrates that instructional design is a complex piece. There's much involved. We need to wrap up this conversation, so thank you for your contributions, and I look forward to your participation in the next segment.
Thank you.